You look at what's happened with Amazon and Google and some of these large employers in Austin that are laying off thousands of people. That's never happened in Austin.
Baylor and Rice are kind of silent on the digital asset industry, and so let's get them going. I mean, they're extremely adept, I guess, as just liberal arts colleges, nationally ranked universities, but maybe they've been a little bit of a laggard from what we can see in the sort of the emerging tech, digital asset space.
Yeah, that's a good point. And, U of H as well.
Yeah. I mean, we've done some stuff at U of H. I forgot we actually have
Yeah,
done some
I
stuff
know. I
down there.
forgot about that earlier too.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Rice,
the
of
risk
course,
that we take, that when we start listing out universities, we forget some of the ones. Lamar University, I know they're doing good stuff too. Lots of engineers at Lamar University.
yeah. And, down in the Rio Grande Valley too, the UT campus down there, they're doing a ton of things as well. But and UT has a big entrepreneurial program with the Rice Alliance. So maybe some interconnectivity there with your industry. So yeah, we need to get them to the table.
Here's another thought. This is going back macro again. Andrew Yang has this book about sort of entrepreneurship is really a job that is going to be more necessary in the future with AI and robotics and sort of technological innovation. It's shrinking the workforce in certain areas and requiring a lot more skills in the entrepreneurship space. So there'll be far more entrepreneurs in 10 years than there were 10 years ago. Now, maybe if we look back in history, a couple hundred years, almost everybody was an entrepreneur, right? But in the 20th century, we had this massive, push towards corporatism and large companies with massive numbers of employees. And that's just not sustainable for, I think, the future workforce. These companies are going to need to trim a little bit, and it'll force more people into entrepreneurship. I have a theory that Texans are going to be better at entrepreneurship because there's just an ethos here of a willingness to be independent thinkers, be out there kind of taking risks. And those are two important components to entrepreneurism. I'd be curious of your thoughts on that theory.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And, you look at what's happened with Amazon and Google and some of these large employers in Austin that are laying off thousands of people. That's never happened in Austin. We were never that big. We never had one company lay off thousands of people, which really can affect the economy in a city. And I think the entrepreneurs, I think a lot of people that I know that were working for these companies that always had an idea that they wanted to go out on their own, when they see that mass layoff happening, it sets a switch and it says, look, I've got to protect myself. I have a lot of knowledge that I could turn into an entrepreneurial program. I want to, I don't want to rely on that big employer. I think this next generation they don't trust the employers and they don't want to rely on them because they know that they could be out of a job in an instant. And I use Austin as an example because it's always been an entrepreneurial town. And it's never been reliant upon, the technology industry, obviously. But no, I think Texas, with our independent thinking and our diverse set of industries, like we had talked about a little bit earlier, with whether it's national security and defense or biotechnology or space technology, so many opportunities for people to start new concepts that are needed. I mean, NASA needs entrepreneurs. The Army Futures Command needs entrepreneurs. It's really more of a need now than it has been before.
Did you like that? You want to see more? Click here to subscribe, click here for more content, and we'll see you next time.